Hi friends, welcome to Vlogmas Day 12. We're halfway there. So yeah, can't believe I've done 12 days of this. Very consistent, go me. Also want to point out that I match my pillow. This is a new set of pajamas that I got. I'm pretty stoked about them, I like them. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about Christmas episodes of two of my favorite TV shows. I do have notes, just so I can remember what I'm talking about, because even though I've seen both of these shows countless times, I don't necessarily have memorized exactly what happens in each episode. So we're going to talk about Friends and The Office. Both of these shows are two of my holy grail, all-time favorite TV shows. I go back to them probably more than I'd like to admit, and rewatch the series start to finish. I just finished Friends probably 3 weeks ago. So I just finished Friends probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I finished the final episode of the series again, watching it start to finish. I'm actually watching a different show now, but pretty sure after that I'm probably going to watch The Office again, even though I already watched it earlier this year. So I thought I'd take the listing of every Christmas episode from Friends and give you my favorites, or sort of in the order that I like to watch them. So, my favorite has to be the one, I really like the one with the routine. I should also state, this is not a sanctioned list. This is literally my tastes and what I like. So, it's the season 6 Christmas episode, the one with the routine. So this is the one where Phoebe and Rachel try to find the presents while Monica and Ross are doing their New Year's Rockin' Dickie Eve, as they call it. And they get Chandler in on it and they try to find the presents. But that's not why I like this episode. I love the weird Monica and Ross of this episode when they do the routine. It is hilarious to me. I could watch them do it over and over and over again. I just think it's really funny, and it's so nerdy, and it's one of those things that, having siblings, I can relate to dumb things that siblings do. So that's, for me, that's why I like watching it the most. It's followed by the one with the holiday armadillo, which is season 7. That's the one where Ross is trying to teach Ben about his Jewish heritage, and all Ben wants is Santa, so he goes to try to find a Santa costume. Of course, everything's already rented out, so he ends up with an armadillo costume and has to be the holiday armadillo. Has one of my favorite lines ever in a Friends episode, which is where Monica says, Ben, you stay here, the holiday armadillo and I are going to go talk in the kitchen. And I just think it's really funny that she has to say that. And then Joey shows up at the end as Superman because he tried to get a Santa costume too. So it's just, there's a lot of funny stuff going on, and it's one of the rare times we get to see Ross be a dad, because he's not a dad most of the time. I really like the third episode I like is the one with Phoebe's dad, which is in season 2. So this is the one where Phoebe, Chandler, and Joey go to somewhere in upstate New York, and I cannot remember the name of the city that they go to look for Phoebe's dad. And she gets too nervous and she can't go in, so they sit outside the whole time. They sit in the car trying to decide what to do, and they don't go in. And then they have to get the presents at a gas station. So they give soda and condoms, and it's just a really funny episode. So, I would say that the next one, and the last one I'll mention, because the rest I am only iffy on, is season 5, the one with the inappropriate sister. So this is the one where Phoebe volunteers to be a ring bell ringer in front of Macy's, and gets in an argument with people because they're not giving good donations. They're throwing, receipts and quarters, and it's not a trash can. She gets kicked off her corner, and So that's pretty funny. But then, yeah, that's really, it's just funny to me to watch her interact with real people on the streets and how she thinks they should be around Christmas time. Honorable mention to, I think it's the one where, yes, the one where Rachel quits in season 3. The scene where Phoebe can't watch the trees go through the chipper. Very funny. And then they come home. She comes home and they've got all the unwanted trees in Monica's apartment so that those trees didn't have to die. Interestingly enough, she didn't really care about them later. Other seasons, she didn't care about all the trees that died. It was just that season that it was an issue for her. So, those are the Friends episodes I really like and I really enjoy. To get me in the Christmas spirit. So The Office, there's only one that I can tell you about that's my absolute favorite. It is season 2, the very first Christmas episode, the Christmas party. The Secret Santa limit is $20, and Michael insists on buying a $400 iPod for Ryan because that's how you show your love, is how much you spend on a Christmas present in Ryan's mind. So then it becomes, or sorry, not Ryan's mind, in Michael's mind. That's how you show how much you care about somebody. And he gets the oven mitt that Phyllis painstakingly crocheted all year long for him. So Michael turns it into Yankee Swap, Ugly Christmas, whatever you want to call it, and they start stealing gifts. It is a fantastic episode. It shows so much of the dynamics of the people in the office, how they interact with each other, what their personalities are. It is really good. It is really timeless. It is my favorite Christmas episode of any TV show, not just The Office. I love that episode. The other one is the Christmas episode, let me find it, that has 2 parties. It's the one where they have 2 parties. It is, it's actually the Benihana Christmas in season 3. So the Benihana Christmas is the one where the party planning committee gets in a big fight over the colors and the theme of the party, and they want it to be fun, and Angela wants it to be not fun. So they break off, Karen and Pam break off and have the committee for planning parties, and they throw a margarita karaoke Christmas party. And it is hilarious. That episode is hilarious. It is my second favorite. After that, there's some honorable mention type moments where Phyllis gets to play Santa because she's always wanted to be Santa. And Michael gets really mad because Santa should be a man, so he dresses up as Jesus to try and trump Phyllis, which is in season 6 Secret Santa episode. So I really enjoy it. There's also the Christmas Wishes where everyone gets really drunk and Robert California keeps making crazy drinks. So there's some good ones there, but I stick to season 1, the Christmas party, and season 2, Benihana Christmas, are my favorites. The Christmas party being my favorite television episode of any Christmas that I've ever watched personally. Some other ones, honorable mention shows that if you want to get in the Christmas spirit, I also enjoy and recommend. I love Scrubs. It's actually what I'm watching right now. The season 1, my own personal Jesus episode, is really a little bit more of a sappy Christmas episode, but it's all about Christmas miracles and their first year at the hospital during a Christmas, and Turk kind of loses his Christmas spirit and how he gets it back. It was a really good episode that wraps up at the end with them following the North Star to a single mother having a baby, and just all these little things that kind of bring back the spirit for him. And I really like that. Parks and Rec. Unfortunately, as much as I love the show, they didn't really have that many Christmas episodes. And that's kind of a bummer. And when they did, it wasn't really Christmas themed. So it was weird. But in season 4, there was an episode, Citizen Nope. It's where Leslie forms a citizen action group and fights to get work done from the outside, and because she got put on suspension. But then they try to brainstorm ideas for a Christmas gift for her. So they're trying to decide what to give Leslie for Christmas, and it's really hard because she always gives the best gifts. So they're trying to make sure that they give a gift that means something to her. So that one's a good episode. You get to see how everybody interacts without Leslie there and how the decision making goes when she's not in charge. So I thought it was a good episode, but really their best episodes are not Christmas episodes, that's for sure. Another show that I'm really into is 30 Rock. 30 Rock's another one I find very, very funny. So the probably the one I like the best is Ludachristmas, which is season 2. Liz's parents come to visit, and they are super sweet, super kind, just these wonderful people. And Jack gets really attached to them and wants them to be his parents because his mom, Colleen, is a nightmare. So I really like that episode. And then the other show that has phenomenal Christmas episodes is South Park. Big fan of South Park. Big fan of their Christmas episodes. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, when he comes to town. Merry Christmas, Charlie Manson. When even Charlie Manson deserves Christmas. I won't go through these. Not everyone's a South Park fan, but I do recommend watching South Park Christmas if you like raunchy humor and you are really into comedy shows. South Park Christmas episodes are pretty darn good. So I highly recommend giving those a shot. With special mention to season 1, season 6, season 7. Yeah, I would go with those 3. 1, 6, and 7 were my favorites. But all of them are pretty good. So, there's a rundown of my favorite Christmas TV shows. Leave me a comment. What's your favorite show to watch at Christmas time, or your favorite episode of Friends Christmas episodes? Whatever. Let me know so I can compare notes, and maybe I'll find a Christmas episode that makes me get more in the Christmas spirit. So, thanks for watching. Halfway done. Only 13 more episodes of Vlogmas to go. So, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.